Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video that I'm extremely nervous for, and I wish it was nighttime so I could have a glass of wine to do this. But it's okay. I thought this would be a really fun video to do because I feel like as much as you guys know a lot about me, there's a lot that you don't know, if that makes sense, and that I kind of like want to open up about. Because I feel like, you know, as much as I put my life on the internet, I kind of vlog the same things just because I do like work a normal job and we're in the middle of a pandemic and stuff. So I thought it'd be really fun to do this. I've seen a lot of people do it, but I'm a very big baby and very emotional, and I really like get sad when I get hate. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna answer every single question I got. Nothing is off limits. Who's vibing with this Christmas background? Because I sure am. And let's just jump into the video. The first one is, you're really tech savvy. I feel like that's a good assumption because I do YouTube, but I feel like I'm just average tech savvy. Like I'm not like amazing. I already did like a MacBook or a new iPhone unboxing. I don't know anything about like specs or anything, but I feel like I am tech savvy. But at the same time, I do use iMovie, not Final Cut Pro, because Final Cut Pro scares me. So I feel like I'm like normal tech savvy. So I'll say that assumption is true because I am tech savvy, but like I'm the iMovie user, not the Final Cut Pro user, if that makes sense. It's difficult for you not to be working or doing something productive. I love you, just relax. That is a true assumption. I hate doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, I definitely have my lazy days, but I really like fuel the fire in my heart by like being busy and doing stuff, which is why it's so easy for me to always be like editing, filming, working, because I just love being busy and I hate sitting still, and I just feel like I'm wasting time. It's something I really need to work on because I think it is okay to like have a slow Sunday and not do anything. But I have a really hard time doing that. But it's definitely something I need to work on because I feel like I need to slow down. You have a big heart and think of yourself before others. I feel like these kinds of ones are hard to assume because I don't want to like toot my own horn and be like, oh, I just realized our Christmas tree does like a little like, they go up like staggered. Sorry, I'm so distracted today. I feel like these ones are hard because I don't want to like toot my own horn and be like, yeah, I'm awesome. But I do think I have a big heart, and it's something I've been taken advantage of before in like previous relationships and stuff. So yes, I do think I have a big heart, and I just like love to make others happy. I always learned growing up from my mom that like doing small things is really important and stuff. So I do think I have a big heart in that sense. Like I love to do little things for Matt and like leave him little notes, and like also my fireplace is very loud and rumbly today, so I'm very sorry about that. Okay, some people got really truthful, which I actually really appreciate, and I really want to like just use this video to like clear up the air. Someone said you always need to upgrade some home decor. This is actually true. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you guys would know I've kind of mentioned this in a few videos, but when Matt and I moved out, Matt moved out first in January, I moved in March, we just had like basic stuff. All of our furniture is pretty much from Facebook Marketplace, or like our bed is like Matt's childhood bed. Nothing wrong with that, but we wanted to take our time furnishing the house and do it slowly. We just have been doing our home decor slowly. Now the whole house is furnished, but now we want to start upgrading things. We talked about in the car, like we won't be in a house until next year, but ideally when we move into a house next year, we want to bring all this stuff with us and use it and not upgrade it then, because I feel like a lot of people upgrade like when they move out of an apartment or like their rental to the house they own, and we don't want to do that. So that's why, like for example, right now we're going to be upgrading the bathroom, so we're going to be going to like HomeSense and Marshalls and finding like a matching bathroom set, you know, like a toothbrush holder and stuff, getting some floating shelves, putting those up, etc. So yes, I am actually always upgrading home decor, but that's just because we've been like staggering decorating the house, if that makes sense, instead of doing it all at once. You have relationship issues, which is why you surprise your boyfriend with stuff. That's funny. Definitely was something I used to do before. When I sensed that a relationship was going downhill, I would like try and like surprise them and make them love me. Mistakes, they'll still cheat on you, just saying. But this is not the case. Like I said, my love language is like giving to others, which isn't a real love language. I made it up, but my way of showing affection to Matt is just like small acts of kindness. So definitely have no relationship issues. We're very happy, but that's my love language to others. You don't have the guts to do social media full time. Okay, this is funny, and I got this one a few times, but I do, and I would love to do it, but financially that would be a really stupid decision, and I admire anyone who can take that jump and like believe in themselves. I really do. But kind of with the state of the world and not knowing the future of social media, that even let's say if I were to like blow up on YouTube tomorrow and have 100,000 subscribers and be making what I make at my job in AdSense and brand deals and stuff, I don't think I would quit my job. I would actually probably just take the double income. You'd be able to save money that much faster, buy a house that much faster, but I don't think I would just quit and do YouTube. Now, if I got really, really stressed, I think maybe I'd drop down to part-time at my job, but I definitely don't think I will ever quit my job for YouTube. Not because I'm like too scared to do it or I don't have the guts. It's just financially, I would rather just have the double income. Please don't be offended. I love you. It's just because your vlogs, you're not super close with your family. Okay, this is something I wanted to touch on. So if you guys are new to my channel, my mom and my stepdad live here in Ottawa, which is where I live, and my dad and my stepmom live in Florida. Obviously, because of the pandemic, I can't be visiting them, but I used to visit them 3 to 4 times a year. I actually almost always vlog, I think, when I go down south because we go to Disney World, or I vlog in Florida. But obviously with the pandemic, I can't. I'm very close with both my sets of parents. The reason I don't vlog with my family here and just like anyone's family, like Matt's family, is I just want to keep that part of my life private. I've talked about this before with my relationship as well, that my channel is for me, and I just really don't want to include my family stuff on there. If they want to be in videos, great, but I'm not gonna like shove a camera in their face. And obviously in these pandemic times, I haven't gotten to see my family as much as I would like to, and so when I do, it's just really important for me to spend time with them. But I am very, very close with all of my family. You're a Capricorn. It would explain why you're so driven and productive. No, I'm actually a Cancer, and I don't know anything about astrology, so let me know down below what a Cancer means, because I would love to know. You talk about budgeting all the time, but get help from mommy and daddy. That is very false. I've been paying my own bills since I was 16. If you guys don't know, I have a horse. His name is Salem. He's the love of my life besides Matt and Stella. I've had him 7 years, and it's been the best lesson in budgeting and money I have ever had. When I got him, I was paying my bills from the time I was 16. I had a part-time job. I've been working full-time since I was 19 to pay my bills. So no, I don't get any help from my parents. The only thing is my dad paid for my school. And then if you're like Carter but you have student loans, it's because I took a 5th year because I failed classes first year, and since that was my doing, I offered to pay for my 5th year of school and not my dad. But the only financial help my parents have ever given me is paying for my school, and I'm beyond grateful for that. But no, I pay all my bills, and I have been since I was... You're constantly grinding and working, but have good self-care so you don't burn out. I think this is an accurate assumption. Over the years, obviously I've gotten better. If you guys don't know, I had a really big health scare last year. At the beginning of the year, and was told I'd have a heart attack by 25 if I didn't slow down. I was in college full-time, working full-time, doing YouTube and training for a marathon, so it was a lot. My body couldn't handle it, and since then I've developed really good self-care. Sundays are like my self-care day. As much as you guys see me planning and stuff, I really do try and be quiet, and now that I have a Monday to Friday job, it is so much easier to have like a good self-care routine. So I think that is a fair assumption, and it's right. I am working really hard, but I also take care of myself. You're an extreme extrovert who loves being around people. This is a false assumption. I am an extrovert. However, I feel like I've said this earlier. I think I'm in the middle. I think I'm an introverted extrovert because I way prefer to stay home by myself than go out with friends or even hang out with friends. No offense to any of my friends watching this. Over the years, I've realized I love being alone, especially in my own house. And with Matt working shift work, I am alone a lot, and I love it. I could be home alone all freaking day long, which is why the vlogs are boring, because I don't go out and do anything. But I'd say that is a untrue assumption, because I love to be alone. You were living within your means before YouTube took off, and now you're shopping more. Okay, so this one I want to touch on because I got this one a few times as well. So YouTube didn't take off really until this year. Before then, I was working a full-time job, but I wasn't making much. I didn't make as much as I was making now, obviously, because I was in college. And I was living at home, and I had a major spending problem. I got this and touched on it on my birthday vlog, talking about being in debt, but I was living like dollar to dollar before I moved out. Moving out was the best thing that could have happened to me in terms of like getting my shit together and getting my money together. So I was actually probably living way more above my means than I am now, because I had no sense of budgeting or saving, and I had no savings. Now I have a better grasp of finances and like saving and budgeting now. So I feel like I'm living within my means more than I was before, because before I just didn't know how to save. Any YouTube money I get now just like goes straight onto my loans. Like, you guys are the reason my loans are going to be paid off by the end of the year. And obviously I'm putting the work in and editing the videos too, but you guys are one of the big reasons, and I'm so grateful for that. So I feel like I'm actually living more within my means now. It just doesn't look like it, because obviously I'm getting like home decor and I'm shopping and stuff, but I think that I'm living more within my means now. But it's hard for you guys to notice that because you guys couldn't see how poor I was before, if that makes sense. You look like a basic white girl, but in reality, you're extremely down to earth and true to self. I feel like this is a true assumption. I look like a basic white girl because I love Starbucks, but I actually hate avocado toast. You're a Democrat. Yes, if I was an American, I would 100% vote for Biden and Harris. Their values align with mine, and I'm so happy he won. That's all we're gonna say about it. You don't want to live in Canada for the rest of your life. This is a true assumption, but kind of not. I've talked about this a lot as well. But Matt and I really do want to like go live somewhere south for a year and then come back and settle down here. That being said, Matt and I are very open people to like wherever life takes us. And like if Matt got a really great job opportunity in South Carolina tomorrow, we'd probably go. Why not? But we definitely want to go experience American living for a little bit. Like I said, I really want to be in Florida and be close to Disney World and experience like the life of a real annual pass holder, and then come back and settle down here. But who knows, maybe we'll love Florida so much we'll stay. But I do want to experience living outside of Canada. You have a big sweet tooth. Yes, I do. I have the biggest sweet tooth and I eat so much sugar. It's bad. It's probably why I have such bad acne. I have a huge sweet tooth. I literally need to eat sweets every single night. It's bad. Yeah, I have a really bad sweet tooth. You were one of those people in high school that cried if you got less than an A. That is definitely an untrue assumption. I did not have great grades in high school. I think I was like a B student. I actually probably cried of happiness if I got an A. Okay, so someone said based on you'd live in comfy clothes if you could. That's very true. I'm literally wearing a nice sweater and PJs right now. You don't have PTSD, lol. You just do it for the attention. That's a good one. Okay, I mean, when you've lived through a bomb scare, you tell me how you feel. This is something I don't open up about a lot on my channel. I've gotten a lot of flack for it back when I kind of talked about my PTSD a few years ago, and it's something that when I was in therapy I learned, and that is everyone experiences PTSD differently. It may have caused PTSD in one person, might not cause it in another, and that is why I was so in denial for a long time. If you guys don't know, I was at the Orlando airport and there was a bomb scare a few years ago. I was with my dad, my stepmom, and my ex-boyfriend. That really traumatized me, yet no one else in the scenario was traumatized, which is kind of why I was in denial about it for a really long time. I ended up going to therapy for about a year and a half for it, and I could not be in crowds for a year. I could not sleep at night for a year because I had night terrors. I'd have to sleep during the day. I almost failed out of my third year of university because of it. And yeah, it's not something I talk about a lot, but if you guys want me to go in more depth in a video, I would be open to talking about it. I think it's important, but yes, it's one thing that therapy really taught me is that everyone has a different trigger and everyone has a different trauma, and what might provoke my PTSD might not provoke it in you. But I don't think that was a nice assumption. Wish you were shorter. Yes, sometimes I do, but then I've also learned to embrace it. I'm actually the same height as my boyfriend, so if we go to any formal event, I hate wearing heels, and some of the girls at work were like, Carter, just friggin' do it. Like, just wear the heels, no one cares, and it's true. So there are times I wish I was shorter, but I've learned to embrace the tallness. Nursing wasn't your first choice career-wise. You're right, it was not. It was to be an MD or a PA. You've been through trauma. The way you say everything happens for a reason, no regret. Yes, it's not something I will probably ever talk about on the internet. I'm just not comfortable with it, but I've really come to terms with it. Therapy has really been great. Matt is very accepting, and that was the biggest thing, is that my next relationship had to understand the traumas I've endured in relationships, and I'm sure you can put two and two together, but I'm really not going to go into depth with it because I'm just not ready to talk about it out loud, and I admire anyone who can come forward to talk about it, but I definitely am not at a point where I feel comfortable with that. But yes, I'd say I've been through some stuff. You're more quiet in real life. That is a true assumption. I touched on that. Would you say you easily jump at things and people when it comes to sensitive subjects? Absolutely. It's something I need to get better on. When I get constructive criticism, I get like, not defensive. I guess I probably get defensive. And I'm just like a very emotional baby. And so like, even when I get constructive criticism, when I ask for it, it still like hurts me, and I need to be better about it. But yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie. You are the most honest YouTuber. Thank you. I don't think that's an assumption, but that's really sweet of you. Always happy but lonely, assuming because you never talk about friends. Kind of like how I talked about the parent thing. I do have really good friends. I actually feel like I vlog with my friends a decent amount, but we're also living through a pandemic. My best friend Chloe has a YouTube channel. I vlog with Chloe sometimes, but same thing I said with my parents, that I obviously don't get to see my friends as much anymore because we're living through a pandemic and I work a 9 to 5. So when I do, I really just want to spend time with them and not have a camera out. That being said, I've definitely gone on trips and done fun things with my friends, more so before the pandemic. And I used to vlog with my friends all the time. So I definitely don't have an issue with it, and they don't either. They're very supportive. I just really try and enjoy the time I have with them. you work a lot, so you don't have a social life. I feel you, girl. Yes, but more so before. Now I definitely have more of a social life, but touching again on the fact that we're living through a pandemic, and I personally am not comfortable really going out and doing too much right now or seeing a bunch of friends. I kind of have like 2 friends that I've been seeing throughout the pandemic, and that's it. But more so before, when I was working the 2 jobs, yeah, I literally did not have a life at all, but now I do, and it kind of sucks that we're going through a pandemic, because I'm like, hello, does anyone want to hang with me? Like, let's go. But we can't, obviously. But so I think it's used to be true, but not so much anymore. But you guys wouldn't know that because pandemic. And the last one I'm going to answer is, I assume that you wanted to go into the equine industry at some point in your life. No, I actually never wanted to have a horse related career, even though I rode horses. I feel like there's like 2 distinct people. There's like the people that want to coach and have a barn and do that stuff, and the people that don't, and I never actually did, ironically. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a little bit about me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want a part 2 and you have more assumptions, because I'd be happy to film another one for you guys. And subscribe if you're not already for more fun videos, because Vlogmas is coming. And I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!